I thought I'd come and look at the red robin I noticed on the way out, and I thought I'd come and show it you in full bloom. Sorry about the blue sky. Can you hear me? Can you hear me saying that tongue in cheek? That wisteria. Oh, I told you, didn't I, about the wisteria through the village? So I thought I'd reiterate for the negative, angry people who probably aren't looking now and probably won't look, but I'm going to say it anyway. Most of them have come along and made their assessment of me based on that vlog. Somebody asked me, well, how much money do you expect to make? Well, I told them I've made €32 in 5 days. But remember, I don't keep it. It's like I don't need €32. So it goes to charity. Somebody said, you need to sort that exposed wood. Were they looking at the shutters before they've been replaced on, I don't know what, some vlog? You need to take care of your exposed wood. So they haven't looked at the vlogs. They haven't seen what's been going on for 10 years. We had a lovely meal out at lunchtime. We went shopping first, did a bit of shopping, picked up just some bits and pieces to get us through the next few days. And then we had a really nice meal out at a place called Le Gaston. It was really, really lovely. It was the Formule du Midi. It was $13.50. Well, it was $13.50 before you add on that we had a glass of wine, and we had a glass of wine. But we both had, I'm just having to watch behind me that I don't get run over. I'm coming down here just to show you the massive dandelion heads. The entree was a rosti with rillettes de saumon fumé and a bit of salad. Oh, it was really lovely. It's really not something I would have thought about. It's just, it's like, I don't think I would. I might find it in France, but I wouldn't find it in anywhere else. Oh, look at this. What is this called? This sticky stuff. It's going all up the hedge. So that was the entree, and then I had something that was similar to a Buddha bowl. It was a grande salade with, I've forgotten the name of that. Serrano ham, eggs. There was meant to be chèvre, but I asked them to leave that out. I don't like chèvre. And it was really lovely. And of course, I like my big bowls of salad, so I was really pleased with that. And then I had, for dessert, I had Café Douceur, which is a smaller version of Café Gourmand. And I gave the sorbet to Mark. I'm not really a lover of ice cream or sorbet. We both had a siesta. And she came screaming up the stairs, outside the door. Lots of different noises, and I sort of want to record it and wonder if anybody can translate it. You've forgotten to let me in. I'm the wrong side of the door. It's me. Let me in. And then she scrabbles at the door. And her mouth must be so close to the gap under the door that she sounds like she's in the room. So I always know when I'm feeling on form because I'm able to answer the negative comments, and I've been answering some of the negative comments rather than just scrolling past them. People making their assessment of me and my demeanour based on one vlog. Several saying, why don't you get some volunteers? We don't want volunteers. We don't want a group of young people in the house with needs. It's like, if you have volunteers, legally, they can only work 4 hours a day, and then you have to provide some sort of entertainment or teaching opportunity or something. We're rural. We're not isolated. You can hear the road, but they would need transport, or we would need to transport them. So it would mean we'd have to do more than we are willing to do. And we're very happy here in our home, with our surroundings, and stuff doesn't get done. It's no biggie. Nobody gets hurt. Nobody is getting hurt because the trees that were felled in February are still laying in the garden. It's not a big deal. Nobody's getting hurt because this grass hasn't been cut. But the insects and the wildlife and the butterflies and the bees which are insects, which I've mentioned, are benefiting from it. It's a bit of a rant, isn't it? Bit of a rant. When I was sitting out, we had this siesta, but when I'm looking out of the window up there, down onto the wisteria, and it's teeming with bees. And the fig tree has got figs on it, and unless something really exceptional happens, the only risk of that really this year is if we have a really severe drought, or if we have a really severe frost before the 15th of May, because normally after the 15th of May you're pretty safe. It'd be interesting if the figs grow to maturity. So for those that are complaining about the exposed wood, the wood is going to be painted in June. It's on the books to be done. We've already got the Devi. And it wasn't the priority, because what was the priority is what we've done indoors, which you haven't seen because you've based your assessment of me on one vlog. Something about a tree growing through a concrete wall. I think it's probably the concrete wall to the chicken run, which isn't actually that important. So, this is not, and never will be, a pristine garden. If you wanted it pristine, it would do your head in. It's full of molehills. Absolutely full of molehills. Who wants to live with that sort of anxiety? I used to live next door to somebody years ago whose lawn was like a bowling green. But it took him all of his time and must have caused lots of anxiety if a weed came up, or a flower, or something, a blade of grass out of place. I look at the diversity of plants here, and flowers and weeds and grasses. It's coming from the west. It's a very warm breeze. I think it's bringing rain for later on in the week. Okay, as you were.